everyone. I'm here to show you a teacher gift that I made for Caleb's second grade teacher. Our school year is going to end very quickly here. Not too super quick. I think we have like 5 weeks left, but I wanted to kind of get the end of the year gifts out of the way because I do have some design team stuff coming up that I need to work on and stuff like that. So I didn't want to have to rush at the end, and I wanted to do something really cute for her. She is actually the same second grade teacher that Ty had, so totally awesome. Known her for a long time. We became really good friends. We text and stuff like that. So wanted to make her something to go with the 3x3 note cards that I totally love making, but I didn't want to do another box because I did like 5 of those boxes and I kind of, got sick of doing the boxes. So I was trying to think about what cartridges I had that might cut out a bag or a purse or something, and I don't have a lot that do that. But I did remember that when I registered my Gypsy, I got a free download for the tags, bags, boxes, and more. So I went on my Gypsy and just played with some sizes. And I cut out, this is the shopping bag that I cut out. And I cut this out at 6 inches using my Gypsy. And then put it all together, scored it. I used score tape to hold it together so I know that it wouldn't come apart. And then I decorated it and I made 3x3 note cards to go inside. So let me tell you what I used on this. This is the Lost and Found, one of the Lost and Found collections by My Mind's Eye, and this is called Union Square, and it's just the 6x6 paper pad. So I pulled one of each sheet out of here, and I didn't even use all of them. I still have some scraps and stuff and some full pieces left over actually. So that's what I used to cover it. And then I took the second sheet of this one and I cut the love out, and then I glued it with my Zig 2-way glue, and I think I did about 4 or 5 layers behind it of just cardstock so it would have dimension. Let's see if I can this way, so it would be popped up without using pop dots, so that way it wouldn't get caught and come off, so it's kind of like chipboard thickness, I guess. And then just put these little pearls right here on the sides. And then these pearls are Recollections pearls, and I put them on the handles on both sides. And for the flowers, I used these Recollection flowers. I bought these a long time ago in a clearance thing, and I've never used them until now. But I thought the browns and the golds were perfect for this. And then these little red flowers are just from a little pack of flowers I bought from scrapbook.com, and they're Forever in Time, and they had a bunch of colors. This center wasn't on there. It was a really big white pearl, and I wanted these other pearls on there, so I just took it off and then put these on. And then I put a pearl in the middle of that flower too. So that's the box. And then the note cards, like I said, are 3x3. And these, I didn't decorate these note cards. They just have the plain paper on the outside, which is super pretty anyway. But I made 6 of them, and I wanted them to fit in here comfortably without getting caught on a bunch of embellishments. So I made them very simple. And then on the inside, they are all stamped with this little journal stamp, which is a Fiskars journaling stamp set. I bought this at scrapbook.com actually a couple years ago. And you can tell I use this one a lot. It's kind of stained. So that's that. It's a Fiskars. So all 6 of these cards, and the insides are all the same, all with the little stamp on them. So I just took the paper and cut out, like this one, I made sure I cut out the word. So very cute, and they just slip right inside there. So that is her gift. I'm going to make some envelopes to go with those. And now I'm actually going to do a tutorial on how I made that. Some of you may ask for one or may not, but I'm going to do one just because I want to. So, because these are really fun, and if you, like, I didn't even know how to put the boxes together. I was like, I don't have a handbook or anything, so I thought, oh no, I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to know how to put it together. But it was really super easy to figure out. So I'm just going to go through it with you. Then I'll go through the papers and the measurements and all that, so you can make one if you want. So I'm going to get my scoreboard out, and I'm actually going to score this so you can see. And I'm going to adjust the camera slightly so you can see better. Just give me one sec. Okay, so I think that's gonna work. So you can see a little better. On my scoreboard, it's just the Martha Stewart scoreboard. I took a black Sharpie and I just went all the way down on the 6. So I got a middle, because with these, you can't line the top up with the handles. So it's nice to have a line, you know you're gonna go straight. Now when you cut this out, like I said, I used my Gypsy to cut this out. It gives you these little notches that it cuts out, and that's basically your guide for your scoring. It's all these little notches. That's what I've noticed. So, this cardstock is a Colorblock cardstock, and it has a white core. So I'm going to ink all the edges, just because I don't want the white showing. So, just line this up, and then you just score along those little notch lines. This was like the easiest one that I've done so far. I've cut a few out just to try different little bags and purses and whatnot. This is my favorite one because I think it's the easiest one to decorate because it's square and it's easier to cut papers for. Some of the other ones have different shapes, and I haven't taken the time to try to cut anything out to decorate the front of the box. So I guess you could use, you know, a double-sided paper or something, or even one that has a pattern on one side. So there's all of our score marks. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have a light on today. It's super cloudy out, so I don't have very good lighting in here today. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to fold all these score lines and just crease them with my bone folder real fast. Like I said, this is a white core, so I'm actually going to ink all of these edges so you guys don't have to watch me do that. I'm going to pause the video real quick again and do all of my inking so it doesn't completely bore you to death. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have all of my inking done, and I just used the Memento Rich Cocoa little dewdrop and a makeup sponge. So I just did that real quick. So all of my edges that I know are going to show are all done. And now I'm going to get my score tape and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these together. So I'm going to use the score tape right here on this end. And I'm going to put 2 pieces on here because I really don't want this to come apart. I'm going to make this one is for my sister for her birthday. And then I'm going to put 2 more pieces on this bottom flap here. And I just squash it down with my bone folder so I know that it's really not going to lift up. So actually I'm going to do the sides first. I'm just going to peel that off and fold this little piece back. So basically what you do, it's just you tuck in your little flaps and then this is going to meet up on this end. And you just press it down. So then there's that part, and I forgot a little bit of ink on that side. I didn't do very good covering up that white. There we go. So there's the basic part of our box. Now the bottom part is just going to tuck in right here. So peel the score tape from the bottom. And just fold that over. And this part. And I'll just fold that one up too. And then I just kind of squeeze it a little bit like this. That way it doesn't stick too bad until I'm ready to press it down. So I want my ends to go in. I'm going to push the ends in. That way they are completely lined up with the bottom of my box. And then I'm going to press it down. And then I usually take not the point tip of my bone folder, but the blunt end, and just stick it in there and press down on that flap that you can see way inside there. There's that flap on the bottom. And I just want to make sure it's going to stay. So that is the box part. So now I'm going to show you how to decorate the front. The other one, I actually put all of the pieces on beforehand, but it's really easy. So what I did is I just measured the box and cut my pieces to cover the box 1/8 of an inch smaller. So the measurements for that, let me pause this 1 second because I think my battery's gonna run out and I want to plug it in real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't want the battery to go completely out while I was in the middle of this. Okay, so the measurements for the paper are going to be, hold on. I'm using another My Mind's Eye Lost and Found collection. This is called Madison Avenue, and it's got a lot of really cute French themed papers, and my sister loves Paris stuff, so I picked that one. Pinks and browns. So for the front and back of this box, this is going to be my front piece. like that. These pieces measure 4 1/8 by 3 1/4. So you need 2 of those, and then your side pieces are going to be 7/8 by 3 1/4. So they'll go on the side. And I've already inked all of these with the Memento Rich Cocoa ink. So let's go ahead and place those on there. And I'm just going to use my ATG gun to attach these. And all these papers are double-sided, so you have a variety of what you want to use. So then, make sure I'm on the front. And I'm just going to line this up. It probably would have been a lot easier to do before I taped the whole box together, but like I said, that's okay. So again, I'm just going to take my bone folder and go all the way around, press it on the opposite side. So then I'll do the back side. I'll line this one up the same way. And then I'll just press it down again. I kind of bent that handle a little bit. And then this is the sides. So same thing, I'll just line it up. And then press it down on the inside. And the last side. And normally I would just do 2 strips of ATG on such a small piece, but since it is a box, I really don't want these coming off, so I chose to go all the way around. And I hope I'm staying in the camera for you guys. So there's the other side. Okay, so now we have the box done. I'm going to decorate. I'm not going to decorate it on camera because I don't really know how I want to. I know I have some little pink roses I got at Michael's. I've got some more of these little brown flowers that are sparkly, and I have some pink flourish pearls and a bunch of other pearls to choose from. So I'm not really sure how I want to do the front yet. Once I've completed this, I will put pictures on my blog though, so you guys can go check out the whole finished front end. This will stay the same. So there's that. Now for this one, I'm going to make 4 note cards for this one. And I did not ink the edges of these yet. That's okay, I'll just do 1 card for you guys on camera. And these ones I did a different measurement. Instead of 3 by 3, I did 3 by 4 note cards to fit better in the box. So I cut a piece of the same brown cardstock, and like I said, it's got a white core, so I will ink all the edges of that really quick. While I tell you guys, this piece measures 3 by 8, and then you just score at 4 inches, and when you fold it, it will give you a 3 by 4 inch note card. And like I said, I only did 4 for this one because I want to decorate that didn't sound odd, decorate, if I can talk straight, the fronts of these ones, whoops, for my sister. So I'm just gonna fold it and I'll press that down, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this edge just to finish it off on the front so it looks like the rest of it. So there's the 3x4 note card, and I've already cut my papers for all 4 of them. So we'll just go ahead and start with this polka dot one. Now these papers measure 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. I didn't do the 1/4 inch less measure. I did the 1/8 inch. So I have less of a border, but you can still see that there's brown behind it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know if I want to attach this. I think I want to put some ribbon on it, actually. So let me grab some ribbon. I'm going to put a little bow right here. Grab a couple different colors. I'm just going to get the pink, some pink and brown. And I normally just get this ribbon at Michael's. And it's just satin ribbon. So I think I actually want to do a bow on this. A side bow, I think. Make sure I have enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this and hope that it ties pretty good. So I cut a good length. I probably cut too much, but that's okay. I always want to make sure I have enough. And I'm not going to tape it down until I get it where I want it, and then I will tape the back. So let's see if I don't have to fiddle around with this one too much. I'm really picky about my bows. They always have to be just right, especially if I'm giving it as a gift. So I guess that one didn't take too much to really do. Tighten up that middle. I'm not really liking this bow. I will totally fiddle around with it later though. I'm just going to even this out. Yeah, not my favorite bow, but you know, it works. Okay, so I'm going to bring it in just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and clip my ends here. There we go. So there is a little bow. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of tape on the back of this. That way it does not move when I go over it with the HEG gun. And I just use the rolls of Scotch tape that I just filled this up with. I don't know if they're acid free or not. I don't worry too much about a whole lot of acid free stuff when I make cards. And since there's kind of a bump on here, I just cut the middle part out, and then I know it's going to lay flat on my card. So let's go ahead and attach this now. And I always try to stay as close to the edge as I can. I'm going to do it this way. So I'm just going to line this up on this little card. So little. and just press it down. And then after I get this bow the way I want, so I could actually have this card either go this way or this way, whichever I choose. I usually take a glue dot on all of my bows and I stick it right behind the bow in the back of it, so I know that it's not gonna shift or untie or go anywhere. But since I don't really know what I'm gonna put on the front of this card other than this bow, I'm gonna leave it for now. And we will do the inside real quick. And the inside measures the same, 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And I just picked a pink cardstock. It's just a pale pink out of my scrap stuff, and I just kind of picked it to match the papers, so I think it matches pretty good. And then I took another one of the Fiskars journaling stamps. I used this one right here, and I inked it with the Rich Cocoa ink and just stamped it, and then I inked around all the edges. So we're just going to place that right there on the inside. I usually like to have lines inside my cards. Even though I'm not keeping this and giving it away, it's just kind of how I make them. I don't always write all that straight, so little lines are nice to have. And we'll just center that right there. So then we have the inside of the card and the outside of the card. And like I said, I'm going to put some more stuff on here that I will cut out. And then this card will fit right inside the box like that. I don't know how I'm going to make envelopes for these, but I may not. So that is how you make the little shopping bag from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, and how you put it together. And then, like I said, I will decorate the rest of this. I have to ink inside here. And then I will finish all the cards up, and I will show you, I will post pictures on my blog, so you guys can go check it out. Here's the finished one that I've already done. And I hope you guys like this little short tutorial, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!